So I was, before the stream, I've been sitting here trying to keep things nice and happy. That's because, I'm probably not gonna be able to crack much jokes, I'm assuming, due to the splash screen that this mod has. Let me just just show this on over. Yeah, so gonna take a guess here and say this mod isn't gonna be too happy to say the least. This game is not affiliated with Team Salvato. Mod requires the files of DDLC, which can be found at ddlc.moe. Although I'm assuming you already know that. Mod covers some dark and depressing topics, which some people might get triggered by. I wonder, I wonder what could hint towards that. Playing this mod, understand there's going to be some tough topics, and you're willing to be exposed to them. Okay, wait, why is the text box blue, but the but the choice button's pink? Inconsistent. Oh, actually. Team Overflow. All right, that's kind of a cool name, actually. Oh, there's not even a splash message. All right, it's playing the Act 3 music. All right, this is disturbing. Does the background change? Oh, it does. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's neat. But anyway, hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome to Doki Doki Echoes of Tomorrow. In case, once again, it's another mod that was entered in for the DDLC Mods Hope Mod Jam. And so once again, I have no idea what this mod is about. However, judging from the splash screen, I can make an assumption as to what this mod is about. So let's see exactly what's going on here. I can make an assumption as to what this is about. Clearly, it's about Yuri's pet dog. Okay, this is not the music I was expecting to be at the beginning of this. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. All right, fair enough. I groan as I stretch, rubbing my eyes before reaching for my phone on the nightstand. 7 a.m. A normal start to a normal day. Not that the early start is annoying. Sighing, I sit up before muttering to myself. Time to get ready, I guess. Recently, I've been walking to school at Sayori again. Before I joined the literature club, we started to drift apart. We'd sleep in a lot, and I would get tired of waiting for ages just for us both to be late. Once I joined the literature club, we started to walk with each other again. Well, normally, it seems like she's late again today. With a sigh, I bring out my phone and type in a text to her, reading aloud as I do. Hey, Sayori, we're running late. Are you awake? I send the message, hoping for a swift reply, but I just stick by with no response. I consider waiting. I know it's the festival today, and Sayori's been so excited for it. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think I know where this is going. But on the other hand, I really don't want to be late today. I sigh. Sayori will be fine going by herself. Maybe she's even early. I tuck my phone away and begin to walk to school. Oh, we don't even. Oh no. Okay, no, it's probably still keeping the. What? Why are you? Whoa, what? Why are you blue? What? Whoa, what? Huh? What? Why? Huh? Why are you blue and blue? What? Okay. I don't. Is there a reason for this or?
Zero, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
Hey, Monica. Really? That's a surprise. Monica's placing booklets for the festival in each desk. Stops to look behind me, though, as if looking for something, then back at me. Her gaze is questioning and slightly concerned.
Is Sayori not with you? Normally you two walk to school together.
Only since I joined the literature club. She's probably overslept, like she used to before. We'll probably get here before the festival starts. Don't worry. Monica's worried expression deepens as she frowns. It looks like she's choosing her words carefully.
I just think that maybe you could check on her.
Why? She's been late plenty of times before.
Recently, she seemed a bit off. She mentioned last time I saw her that she was going to try to be here really early because of how excited she was for the festival. I know I'm probably overthinking this, but...
She sighs.
think that maybe you should check on her. Something seemed wrong with her in the past few days, and I'm a little concerned. Besides, you two are closer than she and I are. You'd appreciate your concern more than mine.
I think about Monica's words. Sayori seemed to be her normal, bubbly self as far as I can tell. Always smiling, always positive. Though, now that I think about it, she seemed a little withdrawn recently. Unless someone was talking to her, she looked pretty down. I had considered that, but now that you mention it, she has seemed a bit distant lately. Monica nods.
Maybe you should go make sure she gets here on time.
Yeah, you're right. I'll go now. Monica looks glad, her frown turning into a relieved smile.
Thanks, Zero. Try not to be late yourself, though.
I won't. Okay, so now I have like a theory. Are they wearing like different outfits to symbolize the fact that this isn't the exact same like timeline as the original game? Like, is the blue outfit supposed to represent that? Like, I don't know. Why is she blue? Maybe with the 400 bits headlocker. I leave the classroom. Oh, okay. I leave the classroom. As I approach her house, I can't help but feel guilty over not waiting for Sayori. Not that big of a deal to wait for her, or at the very least wake her up. Walking to school with her seems to make her really happy. And it's something that I also do look forward to in the mornings. I really should walk with her more often. I decide I'll do better at doing so in the future. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. There's no answer, but I'm not surprised. She hasn't replied to my text yet. I've rung her a few times since leaving school, too, but she hasn't picked up any of those either. I decided to try opening the door. It's unlocked, so I let myself in. Sayori? Oh god, the music just immediately stopped. Sayori? There's no response. She really is a heavy sleeper. Sayori, come on! We're gonna be late! Again, she doesn't reply. I'm probably crossing the line, waking her up in her own home. But as her best friend, who has known her since we were babies, I feel like this probably isn't so bad. Dummy, wake up! Doesn't even make a noise. I really didn't want to do this, but I don't see much choice. I gently open the door. Sayo. Oh! It's been a while. I think the last time I saw this was in what, DDLC Plus? Man, it's still weird. Oh, they didn't like show. Oh, they purposely didn't have the game error though. Yeah, that makes sense actually. But yeah, I don't know. I just realized that. How many other mods actually reuse Sayori's hanging scene, but like kept the background intact? I actually don't know. I don't know if I have many I've played that still actually show the scene. This is still really disturbing. like looking at this, it's like I know I'm used to it by now, but looking at it again, you're just like, you know, I forget how really disturbing this really is actually. Her sprite just moving back and forth slowly, like it is really creepy. Wait, there's a box up there. Yeah, wait, what the fuck? Someone in chat just said, I wonder what's in that box up there. Yeah, wait, what the hell? Was that box always there? No. No, 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 no. Like the urge to throw up. Is this real? This can't actually be happening. This has to be some sort of sick practical joke. It has to be. It just has to. This. No. No. Sayori wouldn't do this. I know she was a little off, but she was normal. She was okay. Can't believe things were this bad for her. How were things this bad and I didn't even notice? Should have been able to tell. I stagger out of the room. I don't want to keep looking at her. Why? Why would she do this? What can I do? What should I do? Police. I bring out a shaking hand and dial the number, ignoring the panic seizing up in my stomach. They promise they'll come quickly, with an ambulance too. Maybe they'll save her. I slide down the wall next to the bedroom door. What did I do wrong? My mind swirls with times that could have been better. Times that in hindsight were indicators that Sayori wasn't okay. I could have prevented this. I could have stopped her.
I could have been a better friend. Soon, all I can hear are the sirens. They're getting louder. They're coming. Please come quickly. Quicker. Now. Please save Sayori. I can only hear one thing other than the sirens. A voice in my head whispering one single sentence that I'm sobbing out now. This is all my fault.
Not to be that guy, but couldn't he have made like an attempt to like, if they said they could save her, couldn't he have made an attempt to like undo the rope or something? I don't know. It's like, cause that's where I was like, wait a minute. If they were telling him that there's a chance they can save her, why did he just sit there and wait for them to show up? Shouldn't he like try to cut the rope or at least make an attempt to like get her out of there? I don't know. Yeah, you could put her legs over his shoulder. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like something. But I mean, to be fair, if we are still going by the implication of how it worked in DDLC, Sayori did it in the middle of the night, so like there was no chance of saving her at any point anyway. So I don't even know why the ambulance told him that there's a chance they could save her, because yeah, no, they couldn't. She's been hanging for like hours now. Also, that is another fair point. Yeah, he is still in shock. So yeah, him not doing something is fair. Him just kind of sitting there is definitely understandable too. Yeah, him not thinking logically makes sense. Literature club members have been to school since they got the news a few days ago. At least, not the majority of club members. Natsuki sits alone in the club room, having missed a day of school since the day of the festival. Squad demanded they all take a few days. Oh, this is the narrator. I thought this was MC. Okay, I didn't know there was a narrator. Okay. The squad demanded they all take a few days off to process the news, but Natsuki's attending school as if everything was normal. Even if she had wanted to stay home, her father had refused. According to him, she needed to get over it and get back to school, as her friend's demise wasn't a big deal. Jesus! But there was nothing to get over, at least not in Natsuki's mind. Everything was fine. Normal, even. What? Huh? Home was normal. Class was normal. But the absence of her friends, even the literature club, was pretty normal. Instead of reading manga like usual, however, she holds her phone. Come on, Sayori. Answer the damn phone. What? Oh no. Oh no. Is she okay? Oh god. This is like crazy cope. Oh no. Natsuki glares at her phone screen, her lips pursed in a stubborn frown as she reads the message again. Despite everything, she's been texting Sayori's phone as if she expects her to reply. Because Sayori wouldn't have done whatever everyone has said she did. She's always been an awful texter. She's keeping up a good bruise, though. She scoffs, trying to convince herself that this is all this is. A friend failing to reply due to a busy schedule. But despite this, her eyes are uncertain. She hesitates slightly, fingers hovering over the screen of her phone before dialing Sayori's number. Looks on hopefully, but as expected, nobody's picking up. Come on, Sayori. Answer the phone. The dialing tone is Natsuki's only response. There's a slight crack in her facade, pain revealing itself on her face. Then the sound of Sayori's voice causes Natsuki to jump.
Hey there!
Natsuki rushes to respond.
Sayori? Oh my god. You need to come back to Literature Club. You've reached Sayori's phone. I can't get to the phone right now. Sorry. I'm probably busy. Or asleep. Or eating. Whoops. Anyway, don't forget to message me back. Or leave a message after the beep. Wait, when does the message...
The phone gives a long beep and then there's silence. Any hope Natsuki had has fully crumbled away. She gives a shaky breath as she places the phone down on the desk.
Damn it.
Looks away from the phone.
Damn it.
Tears spill for the first time since hearing the news.
You can't just leave like this. Can't keep this prank up, Sayori. It's not even funny.
Natsuki's refusal to admit the truth gets more desperate as the reality slowly kicks in for the first time.
Just give it up.
Her voice trails off. Despite it being the literature club, words will do nothing to help. Clenches her fists, tears falling as her pain appears more apparent with each second. The voicemail recorder beeps, signaling that it has recorded her message. However, Natsuki appears not to hear it, seemingly being wrapped up in her own head. She mutters aloud, despite herself.
Why, Sayori? Why?
Okay, but can I talk about the fuck? Oh, why is this music playing?
This is not the fucking music that should be playing.
Can I talk about fucking? Hold up, where was it? Fucking. Hold up.
Can I talk about how fucking... Ah, shit, where is it? No! Here it is. Can I talk about how hard of a fucking line it was? Fucking, despite it being the literature club, words will do nothing to help. That is a hard-ass line. I will say that is a hard-ass line. God damn, bro. They were sitting there fucking... They're fucking sitting there right in that fire with that one. Bars. I was like, that was a pretty fucking hard line. Dan gotta come up with some sadder tracks in DDLC plus. No, that's not even true. Dan has sad tracks in DDLC plus. It's just mods can't use them unless they're mods of plus. No, because DDLC plus got some sad ass fucking music, bro. Like, what was it? Piece by Piece, I think is what it's called. Like, fucking that song, like, ooh. That song's sad as hell. Like, Plus has got some sad music. It's just, base DDLC is very limited with its sad tracks. Though I feel like they could have easily just put Silence here. That was mainly my answer to this. Like, you didn't have to even put a song here, I think. I think it could have literally just been Silence. Because, yeah, the base DDLC has at least, I think, what, like 2 sad songs? Really going by it? Like, My Feelings and My Confession? I don't think there's any other sad music. Well, I guess there is still I Still Love You, I suppose. That one is also sad. But yeah, no, Plus definitely has some sad music. It's just, if you don't know where to get any copyright-free music, you're kind of fucked. Been exactly a week since Sayori's death. The atmosphere in the literature club room is heavy with silence as Monika, Yuri, and Natsuki sit together. No one says anything, but the absence of Sayori and Zero, who hasn't been seen by anyone since the festival, speaks volumes. After a few minutes of silence, Monika tries to offer a reassuring smile, but it doesn't quite reach her eyes.
It's good to be back, isn't it?
Yuri offers a small nod in response.
Yes, it's lovely to see you all again.
Yuri speaks delicately, as if afraid speaking too loud will trigger something. Natsuki just folds her arms, making an agreeing noise to show she heard what was said. There's a tense silence as no one seems quite sure of what to say next. Before it can stretch on too long, Yuri clears her throat, trying to inject some semblance of normalcy into the room. Where the hell is... Here we go. Sorry, I was looking for something to turn it slightly lower. Game was a little too loud for me personally.
Why don't we try writing some poetry today? It might help get our feelings out in a more healthy way.
Yuri quickly looks at Natsuki worryingly. Monika nods in agreement, glancing gratefully at Yuri for taking charge.
Yes, I think that's a good idea, Yuri.
Natsuki, however, looks frustrated.
Poetry? Really? That's a dumb idea.
The other two look at each other, unsure what to do.
Natsuki, I know it's not ideal, but maybe it'll be a good idea to do something as a group. And besides, this is still the literature club. We still need to do something related to literature.
Natsuki raises her voice now.
Why are we even bothering with this stupid club anyway? We lost Sayori because we couldn't see her pain in her poems. Isn't that proof enough that this club is worthless?
Monika looks away, saddened by the statement. Yuri speaks softly, trying to reason with Natsuki.
Natsuki, please. We're all hurting right now. Hurting? You don't think I know that? But moping around here pretending things are okay isn't going to bring Sayori back, is it? No, but we can support each other through this difficult time. Sayori would want us to stick together.
Her words turned Natsuki's tone bitter.
What would you know about what Sayori would want? You're always off in your own little world. You claim to be so sophisticated and intelligent. You're just as blind to her pain as we were.
Natsuki goes slightly quiet as she finishes. trying not to show the hurt in her voice. Yuri, however, is taken aback by her statements. Despite the clear hurt on her face, however, still tries to reason with Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's not fair. You cannot expect me and you to behave the same in all this. We're all grieving in our own ways.
Natsuki gives a bitter laugh, turning back to Yuri defiantly.
Grieving? More like wallowing. You and your dumb books won't bring Sayori back.
Yuri's expression crumples as she struggles to hold back tears.
I can't do this right now.
With a trembling breath, Yuri stands up from her seat. Her hands shake as she collects her belongings.
Yuri, wait.
Yuri doesn't respond, her gaze fixed on the floor as she makes her way out to the door. Natsuki doesn't look at the other girl as she speaks sarcastically.
Oh, did I hurt her feelings? Maybe she should go write some poetry about it.
Yuri makes a small sobbing noise as she exits the room. The door closes softly behind her. Heavy silence descends upon the clubroom. The weight of Natsuki's words linger in the air. Monika frowns at Natsuki, speaking solemnly.
Natsuki, that was uncalled for.
Natsuki remains silent, her gaze now fixed on the empty doorway. A pang of guilt fits onto her face as she seemingly realizes the impact of her words.
What? Going to blame me too?
Despite her guilt, there's her voice in anger, directed now at Monika.
I'm not blaming you, Natsuki. I just think... You just think what? That I'm the bad guy here?
Her fists clench at her sides, frustration boiling over.
Natsuki, I didn't say that.
Natsuki cuts her off.
Well, maybe you should've. Because that's what you're thinking, isn't it? That everything's my fault.
Monika looks at Natsuki with sympathy.
Natsuki, I would never. Don't lie. You've always looked down on me. And now? Probably think that it's all my fault. Enough, Natsuki. I've tried to be patient with you, but this is unacceptable. I'm tired of tiptoeing around you because you're too young and immature to realize the world doesn't revolve around you.
Her tone is sharp, cutting through the air with finality.
What? You're gonna kick me out the club too?
Her voice trembles with a mixture of anger and hurt.
Because that's what you want, isn't it? Push everyone away so you can play the victim. Just like you always do. You pretend to be this hard ass, but deep down you're just a scared little girl whose own father doesn't even love her.
Her words hang in the air, heavy silence settling over the room as Natsuki stares at Monika in disbelief. Monika, too, looks almost equally surprised looks equally surprised as she said what she did.
Wait. No, I didn't mean...
Natsuki leaves the room quickly, turning on her heel and storming out. Monika doesn't try to stop her, flinching at the sound of the door slamming. She realizes the harshness of her words, the memory stabbing her abdomen. Falling to the floor, she closes her eyes, trying to block out everything. But it doesn't work. She looks around for someone, anyone, but no one is there. No one to comfort her, lets her grief swallow her, only just for a few minutes. Well, damn.
I'm thinking. Because it's like, I'm thinking about this. Because I'm like, Because a part of me was thinking, I'm like, the Natsuki thing feels a little too. That feels a little too angry. I don't know. I was like, Natsuki feels a little too mad at Yuri. I'm like, I don't know. Natsuki felt like too much of a bitch. I was thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I feel like it went too far with Natsuki. Because I feel like eventually Natsuki would just get up and leave, right? Like, that's what it feels like Natsuki would do. Like, Natsuki would say some harsh things, but she wouldn't say enough harsh things to make someone else leave. Natsuki says harsh things, then she's like, screw it, I'm out of here. Like, she will get up and leave. Like, it felt a little too mean of Natsuki to continuously berate Yuri to the point where, like, Yuri didn't even do anything. Like, that was the other thing. Like, it could have made more sense if, like, Yuri actually did something, or if she was more so mad at Monika. Like, Yuri didn't even do anything. Like, Natsuki felt a little too harsh there, I think. Like, I can understand, oh, she's upset because of the grieving process, but I feel like even with that she felt a little too bitter, I think. I feel like Natsuki's more so someone who's more hard on herself than she is on others. She'll be hard on somebody else, but not that hard. That one felt a little like, geez. That's it's. And with Sayori's death, I feel like would enhance the worst parts of them. I get that, but I still don't think it would make. It doesn't make you a completely different person. Like grief doesn't change you that much. I was like, it doesn't make you to the point of where you're like, it doesn't like she was like on her for no reason. like, like Yuri didn't even say anything. What Monica says, I actually think Monica might be fine here because I feel like Monica's anger could definitely Monica might be okay. I think Monica snapping is actually fine here. I don't have an issue with Monica snapping, funnily enough, because I feel like Monica snapping makes sense because I think she's also slightly mad about what Natsuki just did to Yuri. So, you know, she's stressed about, you know, the whole thing that happened with, she's still sad about what happened with Sayori, but I think she's also extremely stressed about the fact that Natsuki just literally snapped at Yuri and now Yuri's gone, you know, so I think Monica snapping, I think, was actually fine. Natsuki's, I think she went a little too far. I don't know, that felt a little too pissy on Natsuki's perspective. Yuri exists, everyone. I was like, Yuri exists, Natsuki. So I took that personally. Because I don't know. I feel like you can't just use, I feel like you can only use grief as an excuse for like changing a character for so much, you know? Because like she felt a little too mean there for no reason at all. Especially the sarcasm part. Yeah, the sarcasm was unnecessary too. Yeah, that was part of that. Yeah, pastel. That's what I'm saying too. Yeah, the sarcasm definitely was like the part where I'm like, I think that went a little too far. Like the sarcasm felt weird too. Like it felt like she was just being a bitch at that point. That didn't even feel like grief anymore. Yuri runs home as fast as she can, tears streaming down her face. Clutching her book bag close to her chest, loose paper flying out of the open zipper.
They all hate me. They think I'm worthless. They all think I failed to help Sayori.
Her tears begin to cloud her vision as the wind picks up, slapping her face mercilessly. As her tears build and build, a drop of rain hits her forehead, then another, till a fallen storm is slamming into her. Bolts through her door, water dripping all over her. She throws her school bag across the room in anger. Makes a beeline for her desk, opens it, and begins to write. He writes and 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 writes. What is happening? Hello? Okay. Bro, she might be writing. She may be writing. Damn, she was writing. But it doesn't help. Damn. No matter what she puts down on the page, can't stop her itch. Looks over to her knives. So beautiful. So deliciously dangerous. Oh no! Looks back at her paper and continues to write.
I can't. I won't. I can't dishonor Sayori like this.
Yuri writes for hours. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. She can't stop the urge. She shakingly stands up from her desk, knocking papers all over the floor. She looks over to her display. Such a beautiful collection. Yuri scans her shelf, looking for the perfect blade. Then, when she settles on her favorite, the obsidian knife she named the Raven's Beak.
I'm sorry, Sayori. I can't stop it anymore. Forgive me.
Yuri rolls up her sleeve and places the cool stone against her flesh. In a split second, a red liquid oozes out of her newly opened wound. Another slice.
Just a few more. Then I'll stop.
She winces in pain as her blood flows down her arm and trickles onto the floor.
Just one more. Just one more.
Continues to cut, She cuts and cuts for a long while, until she's too tired to continue. Yuri stands up and shakily makes her way to the bathroom to get some gauze. She wraps herself up and makes her way back to her room to mop up the blood. In her wooziness, she trips on her book bag, causing her to collapse to the floor. She begins to stand up and notices a poem. She scans the poem to find that it was written by Sayori. Yuri grips the paper and begins to read.
Skipping stones. Skipping stones on the river's edge, where dreams and laughter often pledge. I count the ripples one by one, in the warmth of the setting sun. But beneath the facade of an endless glee lies a whisper, a plea to be free. For each skip hides a secret tear, a longing for solace, a silent fear. In the meadow where daisies sway, I dance and twirl the hours away. But amidst the laughter, a heavy sigh, a yearning to soar, to touch the sky. With every laugh, a hidden ache, a heart weighed down, ready to break. But who would guess behind the smile lies a soul weary, aching all the while? In the pages of my childish rhyme, I bury echoes of a darker time, a lullaby of sorrow softly sung, a fragile heart forever young. So let me skip, let me play. In this naive world, I'll always stay. Behind the innocence, behind the guise, lies a truth that nobody sees, nobody tries. For in the depths of this playful charade lies a soul weary, longing to fade. But I'll keep skipping stones one by one until the river whispers, it's done.
The more she reads, the more tears fill in her eyes. She drops the page and curls up against the wall.
I'm sorry.
Well, Sayori didn't make that poem in the base game. How did you guys not know? That poem wasn't in the base game. How did you guys not know? What the fuck? Like, if she just made the normal poems in the base game, I'd understand. But what the fuck? It was like, what? How did you guys not know that? Like, well, that's like finding the "Get Out of My Head" poem and then being like, oh, she's probably fine. Like, I feel like this should have. I feel like this should have tipped you guys off a little bit. I'm sorry.
Like, the ones in the base game, sure, you know, they're a little more subtle. It's hard for you to really tell if that's just her just writing about something making her happy or not. That one, fucking, come on now. You guys should have thought something. Somebody should have asked her if she was okay. There should have been some more concern there. Also, there's some fancy-ass words in there for a Sayori poem. It was still a really nice poem, though. Okay, now several weeks have passed. Damn, we are, like, going through fucking... We are just, like, time skipping. What is this music? What is going on? It's like Marvel trailer music. What is happening?
Several weeks have passed since Sayori's passing. It's almost been an entire month since anyone has heard from Zero. During yet another tense and awkward literature club meeting, Natsuki speaks up.
I'm sorry. For the other week. I didn't mean to lash out at you guys like that. I was just so upset and confused. Sayori she was my friend too, you know? I wish I could take back what I said. I'm sorry if I hurt you.
Yuri and Monica look at Natsuki, who doesn't face them. It's unusual that Natsuki was the first to apologize, but at the same time, fitting. The other two turn to each other, nodding in a silent agreement before Yuri speaks softly.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for your apology, Natsuki. I, too, am sorry. I should have been more understanding, more supportive of your ways of grieving. Additionally, I let my own insecurities get in the way of being there for Sayori when she needed us the most. You are correct. I've been so consumed by my troubles that I haven't given thought to the troubles of those around me. For that, I am sorry.
Monica nods, speaking somberly as she looks at Natsuki.
Natsuki, I'm truly sorry for what I said to you. It was out of line, and I know it hurt you. I let my frustration get the best of me, and I shouldn't have taken it out on you. I also never should have brought your father into that.
Natsuki sniffs, but looks gratefully at Monica as she turns to Yuri.
And I owe you an apology too, Yuri. I should have been a better friend and a better club leader when I saw Natsuki saying things that hurt you. I haven't been very good at either of those recently. So I apologize. Thank you, Monica.
No one speaks for a while, but the frost that once filled the room is thawed. However, there is still one thing they need to discuss.
Have either of you seen Zero recently?
Yuri and Natsuki shake their heads. Since the day before, you know.
I believe you were the last to see him before he left to see Sayori.
Monica grimaces, her jaw clenching grimly. Her regret is clear.
Yes, I think I was. I feel like we should go check on him. I agree. He must be struggling right now. Alone. We should go make sure he realizes we're here for him. Maybe it'll help.
We could always go after school.
That sounds good. Let's meet up in town before going, though. Just so that we can go as a united front.
Yuri nods in agreement.
Yes, that's a good idea. I hope he's there when we get there.
What the fuck? Dun 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 dun. And then the Avengers assemble. Like, what? This, we need a different song. Avengers!
Also, yeah, he's not dead. Oh my god.
Oh no, Sayori!
I don't know how long it's been since Sayori's suicide.
God damn it! The fucking drum.
I don't know how long it's been since Sayori's suicide. In the solitude of my dimly lit room, I sit alone, surrounded by the echoes of grief. Hold up, I need to collect myself.
This fucking song.
Time seems to blur together, each second merging into the next in a haze of sorrow and confusion. In the last hours, days, weeks, months, years, my mind has been consumed by memories of her laughter and the weight of her absence. The world feels colder now, devoid of her warmth and light. I long to reach out to her, tell her how much I miss her. But she's gone, leaving behind only memories and unanswered questions. In the quiet solitude of my room, I wrestle with my sorrow, a relentless struggle to come to terms with what has happened, and find a way to carry on without Sayori by my side. No, that doesn't seem to be an option. I never had to be without her. Not like this. Anywhere she went, I went with her, joined at the hip since we were babies. Why stop now? I sit up for the first time in ages, ignoring the ache of my stomach begging for food. Why stop now? I could join her, I realize. I don't have to be without her for much longer. I could follow her. I give a hoarse chuckle, the first time I've laughed in who knows how long. So what if I kill myself? I'll just be another poor news story quick to be forgotten. And at least I get to see Sayori again. I put on my shoes and leave the house. Walking out of my house feels strange. Somehow, my chest feels heavy and light at the same time. It feels surreal that I'm doing this at all. Looking at Sayori's house, I wonder if this is how she felt. Maybe she looked at my house and apologized for what she was about to do. I decide I owe her an apology too. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'm sorry I didn't help. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm grateful that today isn't too busy. I look a mess. I haven't washed or changed since the festival. I walk down the streets, trying to ignore the food in other stores. There's one shop in particular I'm looking for. There it is, the hardware store. Using my free hand, I brush my greasy fringe away from my eyes, and I see Natsuki reflected in the window. I cross the street and we make eye contact.
Zero? What are you?
I ignore her and enter the building. I scour the aisles for a rope, hoping to feel a fraction of the pain she did. I find the rope and make a beeline for the checkout. However, Due to my terrible luck, I bump into Natsuki again. She scans me over, seeing my unkempt hair, unwashed clothes, and the rope. She opens her mouth to speak, but I ignore her and run out of the building. I'm disgusting. My last act on Earth is to steal a suicide rope? I really do deserve this fate. What I had been thinking. I shouldn't have gone somewhere so public to do something like that. Here I am, being stupid yet again. Hope she didn't realize what I was doing. I don't want to cause her any pain. In front of a cafe, Yuri and Monica wait for Natsuki. The last of the girls to arrive before they plan. Wait, this is the narrator now. Can this song please change? Dun, 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 dun. The last of the girls to arrive before they plan to go check on Zero at his house. And after a short while, they spot her running towards them.
Oh, there she is. Phew. I was worried she'd forgotten.
Natsuki pants as she approaches, grabbing Yuri's arm and pulling almost immediately. Why did she? Oh my god. She flew. Yuri jumps at the sudden motion.
Natsuki, what are you? No time! We need to go, like, right now!
Monica looks at her face now concerned.
Natsuki, what's happened?
I saw him. Zero. In front of the hardware store. He ran away from me and something feels super off.
Wait, the hardware store? You don't think he was trying to buy...
Natsuki nods frantically. Monica's concerned expression suddenly morphs into determination.
Yuri, Natsuki, come on. We don't have any time to lose.
She begins to run. After a short second of surprise, the other two girls immediately sprint after her. Well, surprise? What did you think she was gonna do? I think she was going.
Come on, everybody. Nearly there.
Yuri and Natsuki are wheezing, the sprinting tiring them quickly. Despite this, with a determined nod from them both, the three keep going. Once the three girls reach Zero's house, they waste no time and knock on the door. There's no answer. Yuri and Natsuki look at each other with worry.
What should we do now?
Monica, try opening the door. Monica follows Natsuki's instructions and the door opens. Monica's relief is clear on her face as she steps inside. Yuri and Natsuki follow immediately after.
Zero? Zero! Zero, where are you? We're here to help you.
There's silence.
Zero, tell us where you are, god damn it!
With nobody having been in his house before, girls search Zero's house door by door. Each room shows disappointment, with Zero being seemingly nowhere to be found. Girls immediately go upstairs.
Zero! Where are you? We're worried about you. Please tell us where you...
A slight noise is heard from behind one door. A muffled sob and a slight scuffle similar to a skittish animal. Monica, Yuri, and Natsuki all look at each other. A singular nod from Monica. Then together, they gently open the door. I'm curled up on my bed in my room, letting all my emotions out. Sorrow, disappointment, guilt, heartache, and anger. So much anger. I can't do it. I can't do the one thing that might make it all okay again. Another emotion rises within me. Hatred. I hate myself for not saving her. I hate myself for not noticing enough to let her know that she wasn't alone. I hate the girls for not noticing either until it was too late. I hate myself for hating them. I just hate everything about this. And with the answer to all my problems hanging just a meter or so away, I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I sob. I cry and yell and curl up further into myself, hoping that maybe I can sink so far into my body that I'll never feel this pain ever again. I don't know how I noticed the door opening slowly, but I do. I sit up, my tears stopping slightly with the shock of seeing the three girls standing in my doorway. Across their faces hold a shared relief, but as they look around my room, seeing me in the noose, this relief turns into a myriad of shock and heartbreak.
Zero.
Monica seems at a loss for words. I don't think I've ever seen her like that before. The sound of her voice brings back my tears, before anyone could say anything else, I opened my mouth. I'm never going to see her again. And then I bury my head into my hands as I cry. There's a couple of seconds where the girls seemingly pause, unsure how to go about talking to me. Then I feel the mattress sink a little beside me, and a hand being placed on my shoulder. I look up. And with shock, see it's Yuri there. There are tears in her eyes as she sits beside me.
I know. You aren't alone, Zero. We all miss her too, and albeit we're all coping with it differently. We're still in this together.
Both Monica and Natsuki then join us sitting on the bed.
Yuri's right, Zero. We're all grieving, right along with you in our own ways. Sayori, we weren't best friends, but we were very close. He was the first person to join the literature club. She made it a proper club, really. If it weren't for her, the club would most likely be just me, alone in a classroom. I'll be forever grateful for that. I wish I had the chance to tell her that.
Closes her eyes, really holding back her tears. Natsuki, however, seemingly can't hold back her tears, instead turning away as she speaks.
Sayori didn't always click as easily as you all clicked with her. But she was my friend. It took her a while, but we found our way to be friends. She always helped out when I wanted to be better friends with you guys. So, what I mean to say is...
Turns to face us all, wiping her tears away.
I miss her a lot.
Yuri nods at Natsuki's words.
If we're talking about treasured memories with Sayori, she was the first proper friend I made in high school. When I joined the literature club, she made me feel so welcome.
Then pulls a startled face, looking at Monica hastily.
Not that you didn't also make me feel welcome, Monica. I just mean...
Monica gives a stiffly laugh through her held back tears.
Don't worry, Yuri. I know what you meant.
Yuri nods, then continues her words. I look directly at her, waiting for her to continue.
When I joined the literature club, I didn't have any friends. And Sayori was so kind to me. I was so unused to such affection. She took it upon herself to read something she was unfamiliar with just to become friends with me. And, well, it was nice to have someone like me for me. That was the first time it had happened. I'll always value the moments we spent together, and the fact she helped me find my place, it seems. I guess what we're all trying to say is that we miss her too. A lot. And you aren't alone. If you let us in, we can get through this together. So, please let us do this together. Okay?
I'm still crying, but it feels different somehow. I feel less alone in this, less desperate for something, despite not knowing what I was longing for. Now I know what it was I was looking for. Hope. A hope that things would get better. And in my despair, the only way that was accomplishable was to see her again. But sitting here, wrapped in a hug with my friends, feeling their shared pain and grief, I realized something. That together, we'll be able to do this. And with that hope, I can take the first step to moving on. Okay, that was an abrupt. No! Why did they abruptly switch it like that? Damn it! Why did they abruptly put the music there? That was a really good scene, though. That was a really good scene, though. That was really good. I like that. It was really good. They should have faded it out. Damn it. That was a really. They had good music. The music fit. The music fit there. Fucking, it wasn't the Avengers. The music fit there. I think the wording there was nice. I liked the kind of, oh my god, did MC do it? Did he kill himself? But then, we're revealed he couldn't actually bring himself to do it. I liked that. I like that they all think about their time with Sayori. That was good. I like that. They did that well. That was good. All it needed was a music fade out. Still a good scene, though. Been about 6 months since Sayori passed. But despite this, things have been really looking up. Things will never be the same, of course, but the friendship between us remaining original members has improved a lot. If Sayori could have seen us now, I think she would have been proud of us all. Monica, for example, was now using her status as the most popular girl in school to advocate for mental health. Literature Club, while still focused on literature, also served as a spot for some students to come and write poems as a way to cope. Some students just read, presumably indulging in a fantasy world to distract them from reality. Members sometimes visited semi-regularly, and some of them only came once or twice. Us main four, however, still met up every day. That would never change, even once we graduated. Damn, they even got more members? Was Sayori the reason they could never get members? That's really mean, but I'm just like... Oh, wait. Sayori dies and suddenly they're getting more members? Was Sayori the reason? Like, they got a lot, apparently. They had people showing up just to come in for like a day or two, but also they had people who showed up like, you know, apparently a lot, according to MC. So, like, yeah, they got people who like wouldn't even show. Honestly, also, that is actually an interesting random side tangent, but yeah, I think that's a thing I think a mod never actually brought up. Because, like, they never brought up a fact of, like, what if they ever just had members that just visited semi-regularly? Like, you know, not, like, members who always show up to the club. But then I realized that I'm pretty sure, I'm assuming a part of the Literature Club is to never miss a meeting. So, it's just, that's probably why no other mod ever has, like, some members that just don't show up sometimes. Because, yeah, I think the whole point is that you're supposed to show up to every meeting. So, I think once Sayori died, the Literature Club's use, as they say, Monica used it to advocate for mental health, so they probably just kind of used it as a place, kind of like a therapy group for people, which is nice. But yeah, I think that's why, because I was gonna say, how come no other mod does semi-regular members? I'm like, because you can't do that. You can do that for certain clubs probably, but I don't think Monica wants random people showing up fucking... Oh yeah, that guy. At least in the original, obviously before Sayori dies, the original plan. I don't think Monica wants that. I don't think any of them want that. Today was one of those days when it was just the four of us. Myself, Monica, Yuri, and Natsuki. Speaking of those two, they'd become closer as well. Not just to Monica and I, but to each other. I can turn the music back up. They hardly ever argued anymore. Not to the extent they did when Sayori was alive, at least. I think they both decided to be more considerate of other people's feelings, so this had made the biggest impact on their relationship specifically. Nice to see. Nice to be a part of this group again. The absence of Sayori will always be there, lingering in the shadows of our mind. But this, us all hanging out and writing poems, this feels right. The bell rings out, signaling the end of the day. We all pack our things before gathering together in the middle of the club room.
Does anybody want to walk home together? We could even all hang out if you're all free.
This offer puts a small smile on Yuri's face.
That sounds wonderful, Monica.
Yeah, I'm down. Haven't got any plans for today anyway. Zero, you coming with?
I shake my head. I think I'll pass today. I have some plans. So don't let me stop you three going, though.
Oh, what are your plans?
Just a lunch date with an old friend. I haven't seen them for a couple months, so I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds lovely, Zero. I hope you and your friend have a lovely time together.
Yeah, have fun.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Don't forget to get here bright and early.
Smile at the girls, waving as I leave the club room. See you guys tomorrow. We already said that. Also, I have a feeling I already know where this is going. As I leave the school, I wonder if maybe I should have invited the girls along with me. Their company would have been nice in some ways. But then again, this is something I want to do myself. I look up at the gates of the cemetery and take a deep breath. I've been here alone since, well, ever. Since Sayori died and after the initial part of my mourning, girls and I have gone together at least twice a month. But I never got to say everything I wanted to say to her. But now, it's my birthday. And I've always spent my birthday with her. I open the gates and take the familiar path to where she rests. Hey, Sayori. Been 6 months since... since you've been gone. And not a day goes by that I don't think about you. Damn it, I didn't think I'd get teary this quickly. It still hurts, knowing that you're not here anymore. I don't resent you for it, just so you know. I just miss you. I take a shaky breath, kneeling down beside her now. I'm trying, Sayori. I promise I'm trying to live my life the way you would want me to. It's hard, really hard, but I'm doing my best. The other girls, they all miss you too. If they knew I was here, they'd send their love. Don't worry, we'll all come and see you soon. I pause, trying to think of what to say. I hope you're at peace now, Sayori. I hope wherever you are, you're happy and free from pain. And I want you to know that I'll never forget you. Nobody will ever forget you. I didn't realize it would be this hard to talk to her alone. This all feels so surreal. The fact that I'll never see her again. The fact that I'll never hear her voice, no matter how long I talk with her. The fact that I'll never be able to tell her something, know that she heard it. Wish you told me what was going on. The words slid out of me before I could hold back my sobs. You weren't alone, Sayori. I loved you. We loved you. We should have done everything to help. We would have done anything to help. I miss you so much. I'm going to carry a part of you in my heart forever. I reach out and gently touch the cold stone that marks where Sayori lies. I wipe my tears and take a deep breath. But enough sadness. This is my birthday, and I wanted to share it with you. Open my bag and pull out a sandwich, some chips, and a slice of cake. We're all doing okay. Yuri's getting help with her issue. Natsuki's staying with Monica for the time being, just taking anger management classes. Monica actually started a support group to help other students struggling with loss. And the gifts finally convinced me to go to therapy, and it's working. I finally started to get better, and I'll never forget Sayori. She was the best friend I could have asked for, and I will miss her dearly. But I don't have to follow in her footsteps. No man is an island, and the friends I have can pull me out of the deepest holes, if only I dare to reach out. Well, there you go. Hey y'all, MC Squared here, head of Team Overflow. Oh my god. This is actually our first ever mod here at the studio. As such, I wanted to be something deeply personal to me and many other people today. Both suicide and self-harm rates are at an all-time high, so now is the time to get help if you need it. Therapy is an extremely helpful tool to move past a loss, but it is not a cheat code. Moving past grief is a long and difficult process, but it can be done. If you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, please dial 1-800-273-8255 to find a suicide prevention counselor. Additionally, if you or someone you know struggles with or is considering self-harm, then please text 741-741. Please note that these numbers only apply to North America. If you're in another country, please Google Suicide Prevention Hotline to find your country's number. No man is an island, and there are so many resources out there to help you deal with your issues. You are not alone. Anyway, that's enough from me. Team Overflow. Oh, then they got then they got little credits. No, that's a nice little thing. I like that they included this. Yeah, it's nice. Nice little include the suicide prevention. It's always nice. Not saying every mod has to do it, obviously, but it is nice that they did include that. You know. But now it's time to it's an Ohio Sayori remix. Oh, sad. But this was good though. I had some slight issues. My main issue, it was the music. The song for figuring out poses. I don't know why that credit's funny. It was not like sprites or anything. Figuring out poses. Writer of poem. All right, but yeah, it's like, I think my only main issue with this mod was Natsuki's outburst felt a little too
unrealistic for her character. She felt a little too mean. I didn't really like that. So besides that, it was just the music for that one scene. The fucking Avengers-esque music just did not fit that scene very well. There was also that one part where okay, everyone is used, that I feel like it shouldn't have been used. Also, why are these credit images just backgrounds? I feel like they used the credits like RPY, and they didn't know how to get rid of the images, so like yeah, they just used a bunch of background images. But yeah, no, there was a lot of the other stuff was good though. I liked a lot of the scenes. I liked a lot of I think a lot of the emotional scenes were done well. I think a lot of the one thing I will say though is I kind of was hoping that Yuri's cutting would have been brought up in some sort of way. Like, I don't know. It feels slightly weird, especially considering that this mod was so, you know, short on time, obviously, because it was made for a mod jam. It felt very odd to just include Yuri's cutting, and then almost nothing was really done with it. Like, Yuri never brought it up to the girls that she did it so that she could stop. Like, it just kind of happened, and then just was never talked about ever again. Like, I feel like you could have easily just not even included it, honestly. Like, it almost didn't really bring much to the table. Like, it felt like if it was there, it was gonna be brought up at some point, and it just never was. There was that one line that she was getting therapy. Oh, there was? I feel like more could have happened. I don't know. I don't think that's satisfying. I don't think just giving Yuri one line to be like, Yuri's problem that you just saw was fixed. Like, I don't know. I feel like if they were gonna have her go like home and cut herself, I feel like more should have been done with that. I don't know. I'm glad at least it wasn't just a completely worthless thing, and I'm glad at least it was brought up, I suppose, later. I will give it credit for that, but I feel like it's a little bit more should have still been done with it if they're gonna show it, though. Especially considering she seemed to be the only one who still retained her original problem, as far as I'm aware. I mean, Natsuki still retained her problem with her father. And I mean, and Monica doesn't have one, I guess, if she's not aware. So yeah, it's like, I don't know, it felt kind of weird. It was, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad they at least gave us a line with, I guess it's better than nothing, but I did wish it was a little bit more than just a line about therapy. Dexter says, I will say I noticed about 3 instances of what looks like AI art usage, and yeah, I'd understand not being able to get an artist or find something suitable, but still it's noticeable and does affect my opinion of the mod. Not in terms of story, but in terms of how well put together the mod is. Now, don't quote me on this, because I'm not 100% sure, because I know it's been talked about. But I could have swore, I think according to the subreddit that the mod jam is being made for, I think they said that if a mod does use AI art, it has to be said, if I recall correctly. And I don't know if that was ever said anywhere here. So I am curious about that too, because as far as I'm aware, the credits didn't say anything about AI. So that's where I was like, I'm pretty sure it does have to be stated if AI is used. So I'm not 100%. I'm pretty sure it wasn't allowed. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, so that makes it even weirder. So yeah, I don't know if it's AI. That definitely would change my opinion potentially a little bit. Not fully, obviously, because I don't want to degrade an entire mod just before the use of AI, but if it did use AI, I do wish it was a little more forward with the fact that it used it, you know? Because, just saying. The Horror Store and Grave definitely looked the most AI art-like. I think the cafe scene was also AI art, but I could be wrong on that one. That's what I was like, but yeah, so I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on the AI art thing. Hopefully we can get some update on that probably by the time when I'm ranking these. But hopefully it isn't AI art, because if it was, then I had nothing to tell me that it was. I feel like there definitely should have been a disclaimer of some sort somewhere, because yeah, AI is very much a touchy subject. But yeah, overall though, I did like the mod itself. It was good. It had some little blemishes here and there with the music and stuff, but overall it was pretty good. It had a good message, you know, told the message of hope pretty well. Anyway, that is it. If you want to download this mod for yourself, The link will be in the description below. I'm going to keep saying below and hope that YouTube keeps that description below there, because if they don't, I'm going to sound silly. This has been Zero. Peace.